We have got some Gen Z is officially testing dumber than any generation in recorded history. And yeah, there are numbers.
Now listen, this is explaining a lot, possibly what's going on. Just everybody thinks there's just civil unrest. Well, because we're breeding a bunch of dumbasses.
No doubt.
My name is Dr. Jared Cooney-Horvath. I'm a former teacher turned cognitive neuroscientist who focuses on human learning. And I do not receive funding, nor have I ever, from big tech. So a sad fact our generation has to face is this. Our kids are less cognitively capable than we were at their age. Since we've been standardizing and measuring cognitive development since the late 1800s, every generation has outperformed their parents. And that's exactly what we want. We want sharper kids. And the reason for this largely has been school. Each generation spends more time in school. We use school to develop our cognition. Congratulations, you see your correlation. Until Gen Z. Gen Z is the first generation in modern history to underperform us on basically every cognitive measure we have, from basic attention to memory to literacy to numeracy to executive functioning to even general IQ.
What else does that mean? Easily manipulated.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, low IQ people are obviously the easiest people to manipulate.
Yes. We're going back.
Boy, are they doing a good job of that.
Even though they go to more school than we did. So why? What happened? What happened around 2010 that decoupled schooling from cognitive development? It can't be school. Schools basically look the same. It can't be biology. This hasn't had enough time to change. The answer appears to be the tools we are using within schools to drive that learning. Across 80 countries, as Gene was just saying, if you look at the data, once countries adopt digital technology widely in schools, performance goes down significantly. To the point where kids who use computers about 5 hours per day in school for learning purposes will score over 2/3 of a standard deviation less than kids who rarely or never touch tech at school. And that's across 80 countries.
Wow.
Bring it home to the US. Let's go to the US. We have our NAEP. That's our big data. Take any state, and here's a fun experiment you can try. Take any state NAEP data, compare that to when that state adopted one-to-one technology widely, and watch what happens. The NAEP data will plateau and then start to drop.
Wow.
Now, as Gene said, of course, this is all correlative. What we really want is causative. To get causation, what you need is academic research, and you need mechanisms, explanations for why we're seeing what we're seeing. Luckily, we have academic research stretching back to 1962 that shows the exact same story for 60 years.
Sure.
When tech enters education, learning goes down. In fact, one of the biggest ed psychologists right now, Dylan William out of the UK, recently said, ed tech is a revolution that's been coming for 60 years. And we're going to have to wait another 60 because it ain't doing anything. Now that's research, but now we need mechanisms. Luckily, over the last about 2 decades, we've been doing a lot of work in what we call the science of learning. How do human beings learn? And we now have the clear understanding of why tech does not work for learning. And it is all biological. It's not that the tech isn't being used well enough. We haven't been trained enough. We need better programs. It's we have evolved biologically to learn from other human beings.
What else does that remind you of what's going on in society now biologically? Feminism.
Yeah.
That's not biologically the way God created us.
No, it's not.
It's not from screens. And screens circumvent that process.
So there you have it. People are getting dumber. and they're, like you said, it's biological. To have a human being in front of you, that's just the way our minds are wired. We will learn from that.
Right.
So that also brings a concern about Elon and all his billions of robots that he's talking about. And I see society just literally getting dumber and dumber and dumber unless you choose to not be.
Right.
If you're one of the people that it's already low IQ and then everything is just done for you by a robot and you have a general universal income, you're just going to get so dumb. I mean, you won't even know the basics of history.
No, you'll just follow the leader.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. So a little bit scary, but not surprising at all. But again, I'm Rodney. That's Lisa V. God loves you, and so do we. Peace.